Hello and greetings from the clan Lost Phoenix. Yes, this is your host Galadon here with episode 34 of Clash of Clans Attacks. We've got a lot going on in Clash of Clans right now. We've got the Lost Phoenix battle clans are underway. Please check out LP5 and LP6. Also, a lot of other Lost Phoenix clans are currently recruiting. Please feel free to look us up, follow us on Facebook, like us on Twitter, or vice versa. But just as importantly, clan wars have arrived. Thank you, Supercell. And we're going to take a couple minutes to take a closer look and break it down a little bit. Now here you can see a new icon in the lower left, the Clan War icon button. We're going to click on that. You notice we're already at Preparation Day. Lost Phoenix has already been matched up with another clan that is State of Qatar. And we are in Phase 1 of the 3 phases of Clan Wars today. Tomorrow we will go into Phase 2. Now we click on that little star up there to the top right and we can look at on the list of the clan members, everybody who is participating in the war itself. That way just making sure that new members who joined after the war was declared are not battling. Back to the very cool layout here, we can click on somebody and see that they have not received all of their war troops yet for their clan castle, which is not the same as your troops that you will receive when you are battling. Now we click on the little blue eye in the lower left there. We're going to get some general information about clan wars. You can see here it's broken down. They've got the overview here. It talks about the epic 2-day war. They've got the 4 numbers here, but number 3 is definitely the critical part of this. On battle day, some strategy comes into play because everyone involved can attack twice during battle day, but only the best attack against each enemy counts. Now if you look back at the battle map, you can see that there actually is an order to all of your opponent's villages on the map. From top to bottom, you've got from the strongest to the weakest as far as their defensive capability and their heroes are concerned. And so it's going to be a matter of balancing up your best attackers against the best bases and the layouts that those bases have. Certain attackers are better at attacking certain types of defenses, and that is going to be critical in having success for your clan in clan wars. Here for instance we're going to take a look at Fawaz from the opposing clan, and we can look at his base and his layout here. Very cool background, just love what they did with the graphics there. But more importantly, you can see what type of layout he has and you can plan ahead for the attack. Kinda makes me wish that I had been practicing and attacking more, but maybe it's another good reason to drop a couple hundred trophies just so I can have some more practice. So best of luck to all of you out there in clans that will be warring, and best of luck to Lost Phoenix on their first war. I will definitely post the results and talk about it in the next episode. Alright, so let's get down to business here. Here we've got a recent attack against CCC from Heaven's troops. As you can see, not a whole lot of attacks, 3 in the last 4 days. Now here's an interesting little tidbit. If you look at the bottom center there, it says replay ends in 1 minute 33 seconds. That is because my attack, the entire attack from start until the time I clicked end, was exactly 1 minute and 33 seconds long. Now normally most of my attacks take a little bit longer, but I think as you'll see when I continue with this replay, this attack went pretty quickly. Relatively standard base we've seen before with those 4 outcropping enclosures there. And as usual I went ahead and found his queen and woke her butt up and brought her out to the outside. Probably could have grabbed the king too had I been a little more patient, but for me lately just the queen is this one that seems to give me the most troubles, so I made sure I got rid of her early. Now you'll notice I pulled her out to the bottom here, but if you take a closer look at where the Inferno towers are laid out, I didn't want to come for the left or the right because I would have been facing 2 Inferno towers at once, so instead we came from the bottom. Here comes the main attack. The queen is going down quickly, so we went ahead and dropped in our golems on the left and the right, some wall breakers to open up those enclosures. Here comes the king. I probably should have been a little more patient there. The queen was still alive until just a second ago. More wall breakers, the witches are going into action. I went ahead and dropped the king and the queen here because it just looked like the king was going to be drawing them in towards the center there. There were enough surrounding structures that were gone, and just the way this base is set up, I figured we would be headed towards the center pretty quickly here. And it took all the way until now for those clan castle troops to come out, but when they did, it did kind of help draw me in towards the center. You can see the queen has changed her focus there. The remaining wizards and witches all kind of under that rage spell. We get through the wall, and now, as usual, it's just a matter of time before that clan castle is history. Not a perfect freeze spell. We froze the clan castle instead of that right expo, but it didn't matter. And there's 2 stars. We ended the battle quickly to save the health of the queen, and 58% was enough. And 17 quick trophies. Moving right along, we've got a replay of a defense, a rare successful defense, I might add. Now, I apologize for the funky appearance of the screen, but this week Galadon went ahead and upgraded his computer, and with that came a new version of iMovie, which is the video editing software that I use. And unfortunately, the formatting for these next 2 replays is not quite right, and it does look a little bit stretched out. We shouldn't see that in any future episodes, so please bear with me. So here we've got an air attack conducted by Medak1 from Violent Sky. And he starts with a few balloons here. He draws out my clan castle troops. It looks pretty good. It looks like he's got most of them almost centered over a couple of defenses there, so that lightning spell should serve a couple of purposes there. Kind of damages that cannon and the wizard tower. Now he's left a couple of wizards who are going to come out here, and he's going to have to deal with them with a few minions. And I've never really conducted the balloons and minions attack, so I couldn't tell you whether this is a really well-planned or poorly planned attack other than the result. So next he goes up and he's going to try to lure out the queen, which kind of used an unusual method to do. I figured he might just go for her while she's standing outside the wall. But he drags her over here to the top left with these other balloons and kind of does a repeat of what he did on the clan castle. It's going to take him a little while to get her out there, and just when it looks like she's ready to get picked off, she goes back inside, but he will eventually put his king down and use the king's rage to take her out, but not before she takes out a few more of his supporting troops here. Here he comes, king's rage. She's going to go down in like 2 hits, but then shortly after, the king himself is down, and he's going to have to continue without his king. Now here he lays out some balloons on the right hand side. It looks like he's going to use them to kind of distract the defenses so those minions can take out some of the surrounding structures. Went ahead and used his first rage spell here to speed up and power up those balloons, but doesn't seem like they're going to use it very effectively. Then he does eventually drop a few more that will utilize that same rage spell, but there's not much left within that bubble of rage that's going to help the balloons other than just the speed of getting them towards the inside a little more quickly. So now it seems like he's used a lot of offensive troops, and we're at 27%. The wizard towers are doing a lot of heavy damage to those groups of balloons there at once. And he's going to manage to take out a few more surrounding structures with individual minions there. Here comes some more balloons, but again they're headed right for that wizard tower, which is going to do massive damage to the entire group. The air defense, the inferno tower, and those guys are gone in a flash. And he just repeats it over here with another rage spell, trying to go at those wizard towers, I guess, but doesn't look like it worked real well to me. You guys tell me in the comments, was this an effective strategy for an air attack, or is this fail? Based upon the percentages here, it looks pretty fail, but he does still have the queen and a few minions. 43%, he is close. Just going to come down to the queen here and what she can do. There he drops her at the top with 6% to go. Now Supercell's going to love to hear this, but you know the difference between a win and a loss with this attack was the fact that his queen was only level 16. Had he gemmed her up to a higher level, she definitely would have been a victory here. 49% and the queen goes down. Brutal way to lose, but I'll take the 11 trophies just the same. Alright, we've got time for one more attack here. This one from a recently promoted champion member of Lost Phoenix. Goes by the name, well, it's either Mam Animal, Mama Nimal, or Mom Animal. We'll just call him Animal for now. But this is his attack on what I would call kind of a anti-hog layout base here. You'll notice that inner ring outside of the town hall is all non-defensive structures kind of designed to keep the hogs circling the outside rather than heading towards the center. But Animal didn't use hogs here. He's got the standard wizard, witches, and golem attack. And he's making pretty good progress. He's being pretty patient here, clearing all of those surrounding structures in this one lower right box. And it looks like they're just about all cleared out. And right here, we're going to go ahead and freeze it. Notice he's broken out through the outside 2 layers of walls, and he's got his last set of wall breakers there, targeting the innermost layer of walls. All of the surrounding structures are down, so when the king and the queen go down here, they're going to be laser focused on targeting the center or close to it. Now as we unfreeze it, we'll see the king and the queen move in here. Now I don't know if he did this on purpose. If he did, he's brilliant. The king uses his rage. He accelerates ahead of the queen, clears out the surrounding structures, and now the queen focuses right in on the town hall and the structures around it. She goes straight to the center. Town hall's down in no time. 50% shortly thereafter. The king was a non-issue. The queen did her job, got inside, destroyed everything around. Nicely placed rage spell there as well. Pretty straightforward attack, and it actually was all over in just 1 minute and 33 seconds, coincidentally. So he showed good patience, good troop placement, good spell placement. We can see why he got to champion, and again, congratulations. And that is going to wrap up this episode of Clash of Clans Attacks. Thank you all again for watching. I know this was a bit short, but we will be back sooner than usual with the results of this most recent clan war, our very first, and let you know how it goes. Thanks again. Please do like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all on the battlefield. Insert clever comment here.